manufacturer side, do webinars work? I'll change the question. Do good webinars work? I know bad ones don't. Do good webinars work?
Sure. I was actually going to use that as an example. I mean, the ideal situation is, as Mike said, is to go out with one of our distributor partners, go out and do a lunch and learn and get their group all together. That's an ideal situation. I think in the market that we're in today, it's so fast, it's so dynamic, and organizations are so lean, it's tough to do that. And when you think about the next generation, the generation that's coming up in the business now, they want to get information when they want to get it. So what we started, a couple of our different divisions, is creating on this newsletter that we send out a series of webinars on products and say, okay, and we dedicated to one or two products that we're going to cover in an hour. And the turnout has been pretty good on that. We have to run several of them a month. You have to run them at different times, and we do it live. We archive it as well. You can get it on our website. We do a lot of it live for interaction and questions, and then we track that afterwards. How many people signed up? Which an interesting phenomenon is basically the numbers on that end up being about 2/3 will show up after they sign up, and that's pretty consistent across the board. And then of the 2/3, because with all these great tools, you can check who's checking their email, who's checking in and out, all those kind of things. It's probably about 1/3 that does that, and when you go through it. But what's great is you get to touch a lot of, Mike's project managers will do those kind of things and pick the lunch hour and say, you know what, I'm going to jump on this one. It's a topic that's of interest to me on a project I'm working on. So we're utilizing that and then trying to, from that, then follow up with something that will give them an opportunity to say, hey, I'm working on a project, I'd love somebody to contact me or proceed. So jury's still out. We've been doing it for about 6 months now, and we think it's a pretty decent return on that investment so far.
Don, you're leaning forward.
Well, I paused on this to answer because we use webinars and have used them at Arlington, but we use them primarily for training with our own reps, to give them a preview of coming attractions, to give them information on new products. We've done, obviously, webinars with distribution. But when it comes to end users, when it comes to contractors, and perhaps it's old school, I just don't think that there's any substitute, particularly in our case. We've got so many products that we advertise. Chances are, by the time we bring it in to show a contractor, they've seen it someplace. But now they get to see it live and touch it, feel it, see how it works, and if it lives up to the expectation that the ad hopefully created in their minds. So, look, do we do downloadable PDFs, and do we do email blast outs to thousands of contractors, and do we do videos that salespeople, ours or distributor salespeople, can walk in to a contractor and put on their tablet and in a minute show how the product's installed? Yeah, we do those things. But in my heart of hearts, I believe that sample selling is better.
Okay. Thanks. Let's go to slide number 3, which is one of my personal favorites.